for our writing assignment for this week, back over here, focus. For our writing assignment for this week, you're going to end up writing a 5-paragraph essay. But this time, it's going to be an opinion paper on the monster in the cave, okay? I know we read this a while ago, so we're going to reread it by listening to the listening to the audio of it. So open up to this page, to the monster in the cave.
Okay.
Thank you, Dylan. Nova, Scope article. Scope magazine.
Wait, what?
No, take out the Scope magazine in your desk.
Scope magazine.
I don't know what that is.
What's going on with my
Scope.
computer?
Scope magazine.
Yeah.
Scope magazine.
Scope. I repeat, scope. What?
Aisle 1, Noah, Hughes, please take out your Scope magazine.
Aisle 1.
Aisle 1.
Aisle 1. Why does that sound like a bomb?
Okay, we're going to, first let's watch the video of my side of the story, okay? Ready?
The island.
No.
I can't find another one. There's one. Hey, everyone.
Okay, ready?
Hey, don't worry, I'm not going to keep you. I just want to tell you a story. First, though, what
Yeah.
about my eye? I know you find it hard.
I can't hear it, huh?
Turn it up.
Let me turn off the...
Turn it up. Turn it up. Turn it up. I feel bad for Ariana. What? She's right in front of the screen. That's really creepy. She's right here.
And let's try captions.
Since when was Ariana in a movie?
Okay.
Oh, right, the play.
Yes, ready?
Remember? Oh yeah, the play. You're right in front of it. I didn't like this.
Okay.
Hey, I'm Polyphemus. Don't worry, I'm not going to keep you. I just want to tell you a story. First, though, a word about my eye. I know you find it hard, but everyone does.
I
But where I live, having one eye is not a big deal. We all have one eye. We're Cyclopes, and we're proud of who we are.
on the left?
We have quite a distinguished history.
On the
For example, we once helped our friends, the gods,
You
Zeus,
see?
Poseidon, and Pluto, take over the world. For a while, we were really popular. Anyway, we Cyclopes eventually moved
That's
to
not
Sicily
real.
and took up quiet, peaceful lives as shepherds. But someone came along and ruined everything. One evening, I got home after a long day's work to find about a dozen men in my cave.
That's
Men who
that's
made
the team that I
themselves
played
quite
for.
comfortable, sitting around my fire,
Spartan.
eating my cheese, and drinking my milk. It was quite a shock. I asked them who they were, and this one guy sticks out his chest and declares that they're Greeks returning from the Trojan War, and that it is my duty to give them gifts. Nerve! So I ate two of the guy's friends. I know that sounds pretty bad, but you gotta understand that for a Cyclops, eating people is just kind of natural. It's what we do, you know? So, the next day, the leader gave me a big speech about how we should be friends and offered me some wine. It was an amazing wine. Then the guy tells me that his name is Nobody. I thought that was weird, but whatever. Anyway, the wine made me really tired. Before long, I was sound asleep. Until suddenly, I was jolted awake by the worst pain I have ever experienced. Nobody had driven a hot spear into my eye. A few Cyclopes came running, but when they heard me yelling, "Nobody has blinded me," they shrugged and walked away. Oh, I was going to find that Nobody and eat him and all his little barbarian friends. But somehow, they escaped. All of them. I couldn't wait for the fool. Except when he got to his boat, nobody started shouting. If anyone asks who did this to you, he bragged, tell them it was Odysseus, king of Ithaca. And that is where he made his fatal mistake. Now I knew his real name. I immediately told my father, who just happens to be Poseidon, the god of the sea. Thanks to my dad, Odysseus' trip home was long and miserable. Ha! So, that's my story. I just wanted to shed a little light on the famous Odysseus. If he ever shows up in my cave again, I am so going to eat him.
But your teeth are weird.
Okay. So that was Odysseus' side of the story,
I
right?
want to watch that. No, that was not.
Not Odysseus, sorry, Polyphemus.
No,
The cycle.
Odysseus.
Okay, quietly. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to reread the story because Mohani, play your mask up. Turn it off, please.
I'll see you in afterlife, kids.
Pull your mask up. Thank you. Okay. So now, remember the characters. Do you have yours out, Emma? Alejandro, you have yours? Yes. Bo, you have yours?
Yes. I was Tails, I think. Yeah, you were. And I was this guy and Otis.
Alright, it is your last day. Please do not throw things away without asking first. Okay, so the characters in the play, the Greek play, so there's the stage directors, there's the Greek chorus members, Odysseus, and then all crew. Thales, Eos, Linus, Bendis, and Telamon are members of Odysseus' crew, so they're part of the men. Polyphemus is like Cyclops, so that was the one from the video that we watched. There's the sheep, and there's Cyclops 1 and Cyclops 2. Cyclopes. Sorry, Cyclopes 1 and Cyclopes 2. Okay? Okay, so let's read the play. And I think there's a play button. Shh. What happened? Why did you change? I was already there.
Yummy.
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Miss Tapia.
Very delicious. Lots of protein. Okay.
I've never had an algae.
Switch to the page that I asked you to, please. Here we go. Monster in the Cave. Story. Ledger, show me that you should be on the right page. Okay. Who remembers what happens in the play?
Ooh, you can print food on 3D printers?
The men, 2 of the men get eaten, right? Thank you, Bo. 4 of the men get eaten.
Yeah. Remember the next day?
He had 2 on one day and 2 the next day.
Miss Tapia.
Alejandro?
He just lied about how many he ate.
Alejandro?
He did? Wow. No, yeah, because he ate 4. Remember, Doro gets eaten.
That's okay, not on there.
It's not me.
Yes, Ariana?
Well, I don't remember it. Because you're the genius.
That's not for right now.
Well,
Yes, Ledger.
you can print candy and eat it.
Okay, we're not talking about that right now. Mohani, quiet in the hall, please. Ledger, turn to the correct page. I have asked you multiple times. Ariana, what page should ledger be on?
I know. Page.
There you go. Thank you. Now you're on it. Okay, so remember that we had also talked about let's open it. I tried to open it. There we go. The 9 things that you should know about the monster in the cave, right? So this is based on an epic poem. So which was a long time ago. So they did not have cars. They did not have cell phones.
They didn't have horses. But they didn't have any animals. They just had Greek gods.
Yes, they had a lot of Greek
All
gods.
they had were futuristic.
Okay. This is a very, very long poem, but the one for the 5th grade is just a 5th grade shortened one, okay? Okay, so Odysseus was composed by a man named Homer. This is the author, Homer, which might not be one person's. They have found out that it might be from many different authors as tales got mixed together. So stories got mixed together into one.
Homer Simpson.
Okay? Okay, so here is kind of the setting of the play, which is in ancient Greece, which has partly to do with Italy, Europe. Here's Greece. Okay, here's Sicily, where Polyphemus had said that Odysseus was traveling to. Okay, so what kind of man was Odysseus? Do you remember? Where's the page?
King of some weird place. He's the
Greek chorus.
He's the king of Ithaca.
The king of Ithaca.
No, it's not really the king. Yeah, he said he was the king of Ithaca. Or no, he said giving himself a nickname. He's the ruler of Ithaca. No, he's not. Yes, he is. It said it. It said it.
Is it that one?
It said it in the video.
Oh, I think it was this one.
And it says it in the play.
Where did it go?
This is Ariana's.
Open. Open.
What?
Okay, there we go.
Ariana's.
Okay, so number 1. Let's talk about these together. Ready?
Sure, what's the last cake assignment? I can't be friends with anyone.
Okay, back over here. You need this in order to be successful for writing tomorrow.
Can't be friends with no one if they don't like it. I don't care.
I like silent students as well.
Silence is golden.
Thank you. Okay, so number 1, let's talk about it together. So number 1, think about it. As Odysseus' crew is sailing home from war in scene 1, Thales says, Odysseus, for you the men will row until they drop, but they are weak from hunger. So what does this line reveal about Odysseus? So Odysseus has a ship, right? Remember, he has a ship, and he has a crew of men on it. And one of his friends says, Odysseus, for you, the men will row until they literally drop, but they are weak from hunger. So what does that tell you about Odysseus? Ariana?
He's lazy. He can't just do the work.
Odysseus is lazy. He's not a team player.
No.
Okay. What else does he tell you about Odysseus? So that's like me saying, okay, we're going to do this, this, and this, and this, and this much work, and we don't have time for lunch, so we're going to keep doing this, and this, and this. What would that say of me as a teacher?
I don't like Odysseus. I wouldn't like you if you were like that.
So what would you think of me as a teacher if I said we're just going to work all day long, you don't get lunch, you don't get recess?
Then you would be mean.
Then I would be mean. That's what Odysseus is saying.
Yeah.
Thales is telling Odysseus that his men crew, they are very, very loyal to him, and they will keep working hard, but you need to consider that they also need to eat because they're weak from hunger.
Yeah, they are weak, but
So what kind of? So what does that reveal about Odysseus, Ariana?
This is what I feel like when I'm at gymnastics. My teacher just makes us do a bunch of work.
A lot of hard work, right?
This is gymnastics is school.
Okay. Okay, let's think about number 2. Ready? Thank you, Alejandro. 2. In scene 2, the crew seems nervous about exploring the island. What does Odysseus' response to the crew reveal about what kind of person he is? So do you remember in scene 2 what he says? So go back and reread scene 2. Thank you, Noah. Look for scene 2 on the play. Scene 2.
Are we gonna read?
So that's prologue, scene 1. Scene 2, the island of the Cyclopes.
Cyclopes. Cyclops. Cyclopes. Cyclops. No, it's Cyclopes, like she said. No, Cyclops.
Okay, so let's reread scene 2. Ready?
You guys are very.
Scene 2, ready? Odysseus and his crew drop anchor and row ashore in small boats. Odysseus points. Look, smoke is rising from that hill. Ledger following along. I know where we are. This must be the island of the Cyclopes. The Cyclopes are fearsome giants, lawless and aggressive. They are said to think themselves stronger than the gods. Stronger than Zeus? I think not. Odysseus looks toward the smoke. Perhaps the Cyclopes are more like us than we think. Might they not be friendly to strangers? As Zeus commands, I would like to see for myself. Eos. This sounds like folly. Odysseus. When will we have another chance to find out? Let the bravest among you join me in exploring their land. The rest of you can go back to the ship.
Wait, you said this sounds like boom?
Okay. So in scene 2, as the crew seems nervous about exploring the island, right? They said that it's full of big giants that are fearless and scary and huge. Ledger. So what does Odysseus' response to the crew reveal about what kind of person he is?
He's a mean person.
He's a mean person again?
No, brave.
He's brave?
No, Odysseus is terrible. I don't like him. He stabbed you in the eye.
Okay.
I don't like Paul Phoenix. Odysseus should die. Yeah, Odysseus should. I'm on your crew now.
Okay, so what kind of person is Odysseus? What did he tell his crew? What did he say what did he say to the crew?
He said,
Did he say to the crew, okay, let's make this a team decision and let's go back?
No, he said, okay, you guys are my best friends. I'm going to give you guys all Nintendo Switches because I'm nice. And greedy and a liar and I don't
No.
like you.
He did not say that. What did he tell the people? What did he tell his crew?
He told them that they need to go and eat something. But he let me escape so that I kind of I don't know.
Okay.
He said roar.
So Ariana says he's mean and Bo says he's brave.
I say he's the best person. Yeah, because you're pointing at him. I said he's the best person in this.
Okay.
He sucks.
We'll see.
He does
You'll get to
suck.
write your own opinion about this tomorrow, okay?
I'm gonna write
So now, do you think exploring the island is folly, as Eos says?
What does folly mean? Folly?
What does folly mean?
It means like foolish a bit, right?
That's what it sounds like it from the context clues that I'm getting.
What does folly mean?
Folly, lack of good sense, foolishness.
See, I told you. Now,
Okay, let's find the page now.
Odysseus is probably uglier than Polyphemus.
Okay, so do you think that exploring the island was foolish and lacked? My turn. 3. Thank you. So do you think exploring the island was foolish,
Yes.
No.
Yes.
even though it's filled with big
Yes.
scary giants that
Yes,
eat
that
humans?
was very foolish of them.
Yes.
That was very foolish of them.
I mean, probably. Okay, number 4. As the illustration caption on page 18 asks, what is the difference between calling someone clever and calling someone cunning?
Cunning means.
Ariana, thank you for reading it.
Cunning means dumb. Stupid.
Cunning means dumb,
I think.
No. Cunning means like
Hideous.
cruel.
cruel.
Hideous.
No. And confused and mean.
What does clever mean?
Selfish. It's my turn.
Clever means that.
Okay, Ariana,
Clever means smart.
Clever means kind of smart and sneaky.
And
Okay.
Cunning means.
Cunning.
That honestly describes me. You're not smart.
Cunning means what?
I can't do what I want to.
Foolish.
Kind of like foolish.
Cunning means being mean and cruel and
Cunning means being mean and cruel.
and
Clever means kind of being more smart and sneaky.
yes.
Okay. All right. Good job. So this
You
is.
got those mixed up. No, you got those mixed up. Clever is tricky and smart. And that's
Yeah.
what we said.
That's what we said.
That's what we literally. I meant cunning. That's what cunning is.
No, it doesn't.
It says in the text.
Okay. Okay, that's all for our writing today. We didn't actually write anything, but we prepared our brains so that we can start writing our opinion tomorrow.
Why does our
Okay.
class only